AKA Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell.
Look at Patrick Mahomes, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly, and we've got a good one on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. We welcome everybody again alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin and CD. We've got an interesting test. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession.
That's what they did last week, but there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Mahomes now on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Now, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape. This game, this team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason. So now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. Gets past one man. And they'll get this down to the 10. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Edwards-Helaire is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's third and goal. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And this time he will score. Touchdown, KC. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Goff on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. The Lions at 11-4 now on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Throwing on third. Goff. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
This is brought in at the... Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Williams decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Extra point by Fickett, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Mahomes will try again on second down. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards that time. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. These two teams all tied after 1. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Time for another look at this Lions offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Play action. It's Goff. Throwing over the middle, and It's incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Holding offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Now gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Jones from 3 yards out.
And the Lions have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Fickett, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. It's taken to the 26. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Goff's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. 2nd and 10. Goff again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Down, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Ficken, up and good.